What's up, guys? Mike Bustenstang here with the one and only Miami Love Doctor, David Hernandez. And we're talking about today, what if what you drive makes you a little bit more attractive? Now, I want to thank you, Love Doctor, for actually letting me come into your home so that we can do this and we can talk about if cars actually make you more attractive. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself and tell me what is it that you do in the sexual health.
So basically, for the last 8 years, I've been treating men and women with sexual dysfunction. So guys who have ED, meaning they can't get it up, or ladies having problems with orgasms and lubrication.
Wow. So
it's interesting. So I'd like to thank you for inviting me onto your channel. So when you sent me the topic, does what you drive really have to do with your attractiveness? I did a little bit of research and I found some studies, and one by Select Car Leasing.
Okay.
It's a survey, but it has pretty good points. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, I checked it out, and one of the main things that we looked at in this survey was, does having a nice car change your scale on appearance to women? So basically, what we saw that if you had a nice car, you went from a scale of 1 to 10, you went from a 4 to an 8 having a regular car versus an 8 to 10 of having a nicer car. So, I mean, from 8 out of 10, from a 4 out of 10, I mean, basically having a nicer car does make a difference on sexual health and how women see you more attractive.
So how women perceive you.
How women perceive you.
So 58% of women actually said that having a nice car increased your dateability.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
So it gives in, like 40% said it shouldn't matter, but it does.
Right.
So they know it was wrong for them to judge a guy on their car.
But they do it.
But they do it.
So, okay, so 58% said that it affects
your dateability.
Your dateability. Nice. So 91% said that the way you drive actually is important.
Yeah, because the way you drive can be a way of sensing, how you are as a person. If you're an aggressive driver, if you're a laid-back, cool guy driver. So how you drive, women pick up on those things from us guys. It's like they have a sixth sense.
That's awesome. They also said 79% of women expect for you to know how to change a tire. Now that's a very interesting subject because I know a lot of guys nowadays that don't know how to change a tire. I mean, changing a tire for some of us is very easy. For other guys, it's very difficult.
Well, Mike, we've known each other for a long time. So, me and you are hands-on type of people.
Yes.
But what happens is, with the advancement in technology, and all these car companies usually offer you roadside assistance.
Right.
Included.
Even your car insurance nowadays offers the roadside assistance.
The problem is us guys, and I posted a video on Instagram today, and had a different subject attached to it, but I mentioned how, not us guys, humans in general, our brain is instinctively designed to take the easy way out.
Right.
So if it's a lot easier to pick up your phone and call roadside assistance than it is to get on your knees, crack the tire out, lift your car, get your hands dirty.
Right.
And that goes back to actually a medical study that says that by every generation, we're losing about 10 to 20% of our testosterone production, us guys.
Right.
So meaning that I have 10 to 20% less than my dad. My dad had 10 to 20% less than his dad. So we're not really the manly man we used to be.
Right.
Because of technology.
Yeah, and technology, if you go to look at how technology, that they say that technology is dumbing people for a certain way. Technically it is, but then you have to sit down and think of, well, I want to go out and change a tire, for example, or I want to go out and change my alternator on the car.
Like you do.
But most people don't do that. Most people rather pay somebody than find a video to say, okay, how do I do this? Or read a manual or things like that on how you go about changing a
Or brainstorming, critical think your way through it.
Right.
So, what example? I studied medicine in the Dominican Republic, where basically it's very different than studying medicine in the U.S. So when you study medicine in the U.S., doctors really don't even touch a patient until they're like a third-year resident past their graduation and going on to their specialty. In Dominican Republic, as an intern, you're basically doing surgeries. So what you read in the book is not necessarily how it goes when you're in the emergency room, in the OR.
I'll give you another one. Obviously, besides this, I'm an engineer at a radio station, and most of the things that I've learned has been hands-on.
Yeah.
It's not like you can read the textbooks and you can learn, but most of the things that you learn is
by experience,
on-job training. So, and that's another good point that we want to cover. Let's move on to our next topic. That 61% of women care about how dirty your car is.
Yeah, you can't show up to pick up a girl on a date with a dirty car. What does that say about you? Poor hygiene, your house is dirty, I don't know, you don't care about the way you look or about the way your property looks.
And that's just the outside.
Yes.
72% of women said that the car being messy inside
is more important.
Exactly.
Yeah, because exactly, going back to what I was saying. So the outside, okay, it could have been raining, your car gets dirty,
right.
You had a dump truck in front of you, whatever. But the inside of your car, you're basically a pig, bro. So that's why if your car's messy inside, women really care about that. We've touched a lot of subjects here, but one of the things that I wanted to mention also, it said that if you drive an Audi, you're more attractive than if you drive a BMW. It also said
if you drive a Mercedes C-Class,
you're at the top of the
you're
list.
at the top of the list, which is actually pretty crazy because the doc over here drives a Mercedes C-Class. And you drive the Mercedes C-Class not because you wanted an E-Class or anything.
No, I'll tell you why. First of all, that Mercedes is my first luxury car. I'm a down-to-earth kind of guy. So it's my first luxury car. And I bought the C-Class because it's bi-turbo. It's a hidden gem. So if you don't know about Mercedes, that little car right there has an engine similar to the EcoBoost. And it's bi-turbo. It's fast, bro.
Yeah.
It's fast, and the people don't see it coming. So that's why I bought that car.
No, it's beautiful. It's black.
And it fits everywhere, and I drive fast. I've always driven fast.
So let's get back on
subject. So C-Class. What about Mustangs, bro?
Well,
I didn't read no mentions of Mustangs. Tell me you found something.
I did find something that it says 8 out of 10 women love Mustangs. They love the ruggedness. They really don't care about, if it's fast or not. No, they don't care about none of that.
You know why? Because Mustangs give off that always, from the beginning. My first car was a 66 Mustang.
66?
Yeah, 289, pony interior.
Hardtop or convertible?
It was hardtop.
It was a hardtop?
It was a hardtop. It was a fastback.
Really?
Yeah, bro. So
I bet you love that thing, huh?
I did. I bought it when I was 15 for $500. I spent 12 grand on it and sold it for 16,000 when I was 18, and I've regretted it ever since.
Wow.
I dream. Actually, even I've had dreams sometimes that I still own the car. That's how that should stay in my memory. So, why do women love the ruggedness and all that? Because since the beginning, Mustangs give that bad boy vibe. And that guy who drives that Mustang, he's a bad boy. He likes fast cars, fast girls, And women like that bad boy look.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 women like the Mustang.
And not only that, bro. What are Mustangs? Americana.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, we say that Mustangs are Americana, but Camaro is Americana as well. But the Mustang will always be that car.
The iconic car.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Camaro guys. I like Camaros. I'm a Mustang guy, but I like Camaros. But I don't want anybody to hate me.
Well, I mean,
For example, one of my favorite Mustangs, Camaros. I got this up. So one of my favorite cars are actually, when I was a kid, was the IROC Z, bro.
of course. Oh, that's an iconic car.
That's a beautiful car.
Iconic car.
And the Pontiac Firebird.
Of course.
With the T-top.
1979, like they did in the movie.
With the Phoenix.
Yeah, what was that movie?
Who was-
The Bandit.
The Bandit, what's his name?
I don't.
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Brett Reynolds.
Was it Brett Reynolds? No.
Whatever, we're not.
It's close enough though.
Yeah.
It's a Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
There you go, Burt Reynolds. So yeah, I mean another iconic car. I mean my brother owns a 2016 Camaro that
Bumblebee.
yeah he calls Bumblebee, and then obviously me to contradict him as I always do with everything. I named my Mustang Barricade. So I mean the cars, does a car make you more attractive? Maybe.
Bro, I'm telling you, yes.
You think so?
Bro, 28% of women, like I said earlier, say that it shouldn't matter.
But it does.
Exactly.
But it does. I mean, it gives you this status. If you drive a $30,000 car, you have your life straight or whatever the case may be. But
So it does make you more attractive. It shouldn't, but it does. Are we shallow as a society? I don't think so. I think it's human nature to be attracted to shiny things.
of course,
Brand new things.
Of course.
Why do we get new cell phones? Why do we get new laptops?
of course. I mean,
A perfect example. I'm an Android guy. Perfect example. iPhone.
of course, of course.
Every X amount of time, they switch their phone. Why? Because the new and better one came out.
Of course. Well, that goes back to the Mustangs. I mean, I own two Mustangs, which
Yeah, you own both sides of the spectrum.
Exactly. I'm completely different opposites. And like I tell my wife all the time, she's like, oh, well now because you got this new Fox body, you're gonna, not care about Barricade as much. And I tell her, no, it's actually the complete opposite. So when you have
Well,
two cars,
what did you tell me the other day?
well,
After you spent like 4 days driving the 1990.
it's always good to sit down and drive a brand new car.
Oh my God.
It's lovely now, but it's also great to sit down and drive a car that's, from the past, that doesn't have all this computerized
Yeah.
things and, you know what I mean? No traction control.
The real
no-
ruggedness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very fun to drive. I mean, it's two different ways. And it's wrong for me to say this, but it's like having two kids.
Yeah.
Right? So you have two kids. You love your kids the same, but your kids are completely different. You as a father understand that.
Yeah. Well, you don't take sides. You don't have a favorite, but there's always they're different. Your kids. I have 3 kids. I have a 19-year-old, 13-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and they're all completely different from each other.
And you don't love any of your kids any different.
Any different. That's the same thing as having 2 vehicles, I guess, for biking. One of the things I wanted to say in reference to sexual health and cars. So, and we should jump into this and I'll try to find some more clinical data to see if it's a relationship. But if you drive a nicer car or drive a better car, does it make you more attractive because you feel better about yourself and you carry yourself with more confidence?
I'll stop you right there. I drive a Mustang, and till the other day, I looked like a homeless guy. I had a long beard, hadn't cut my hair in a couple months because, got caught up with work and all that type of stuff. I had time to get a haircut. So that's one of the things that I don't think that works out because I'm a perfect example of I really don't have time sometimes to go get a haircut. Other guys go religiously.
But you're talking about 2 different things. You're talking about grooming
Mm-hmm.
and how
Well, it's presentability.
Presentability.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but my question was, do you carry yourself with more confidence
Okay.
because you drive a nice fucking car?
I mean, I see it the
Do
same
you
way.
get off your car and you walk out like, I'm a fucking badass? I'm a
Well,
cool guy.
that's another thing.
Every you get off your car and you hold your head down. Is that what makes us more attractive? If you drive a badass car, you get out of your car, you think you're a badass, you're walking more up straight. Is that what women perceive as more attractive? Or is it just because of the car?
I mean, hey, I
Do you
think,
carry yourself better?
I guess we will have to figure that out. We have to do a poll on that.
Yeah. I think we should do a poll on our stories and have people tell us.
That's actually a great idea. We should do that. So, with that, we're gonna kind of touch on, Doc, we already touched on what you do with sexual health. We've already had,
So how to reach me?
yes, how to reach you. That's important.
At Miami Love Doctor on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All of that's gonna be in the description below, so you can reach out to Doctor. It's funny because I call him Dr. D, even though he's a Miami Love Doctor. I call him Dr. D because what does he do? Well,
I'm the dick doctor.
he's a dick doc. That's exactly what it is. And from what things that I've seen, reactions from different patients and things like that, right on Instagram, you can see what you have done. And to me, it's just shocking of the things.
I can tell you this. I don't have a huge following because my page is new. But every single person that's hit that follow button has stayed with me. Because I give out fun facts. And it's not like a doctor, grilling you. I'm not that type of guy. I'm down to earth. I come from a humble background. My dad worked hardware all his life. My mom was a manicurist. I'm a down to earth kind of guy. I don't care how much money I make. This is just who I am. And nothing changes that.
Of course.
So, and you can talk to me on a guy to guy level, on a girl to guy level, on a girl to doctor level. However it is you want to approach me, I'm available. I'm not squeamish. I don't laugh at things unless you tell me a joke, obviously. And I don't share anybody's information.
Oh, that's hip hop. Well, I mean, that's very
But
important.
not because it's hip hop, because basically what I deal with is sensitive, man.
Of course.
And even for women are a little bit more approach me a little bit easier. But guys, when a guy breaks down and tells you, he's having problems with sexual health, you gotta listen because he's not gonna repeat it again.
Right. Doc, I don't have any problems with that. But
Obviously, I don't either, because I know the secrets.
all right, so we're gonna end it here, Doc. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, man.
Like I said,
I want to be on the channel again, guys.
oh, for sure. Like I said, check him out on Instagram, Miami Love Doctor. He's the guy to come check out. Car guy, doctor, enthusiast, sexual health. I mean, he has it all. Doc, thank you for inviting me to your house.
It's a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
You're at home. So, hey guys, you guys are at home too. DM me. I'll help you.
And don't forget to like this video. Tell people that I'm doing a good job.
Share it, man.
Share it.
I'm gonna share it on my channel, even though my channel has nothing to do with cars. So-
Consider subscribing if you like the content. There's a lot of content coming up. This is just an icebreaker
Yeah.
of what we're doing. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.